suffered a bug yesterday where they ended up Aurora, they do go for something a little different though, touching upon the draft. It's going to be Toronto Tokyo. Looking to farm up the Helm of the Dominator, get the Helm of the Overlord going. And Crystallis, well, he's going to turn into the Metamorphosized TB and they're going to get first blood here. Crystallis, off to a good start, but Mira should be able to get some revenge, take down Whitemon. But doesn't come at a cost. Crystallis doesn't have the boots, but he's going to try and find Mira, who's juking around in the trees. Good micro on the illusion, and it's going to be a double kill for the Terrorblade. Their way over to the mid lane. Whitemon's here on the Apparition. Saxa's here on the Slug. They really want to try and take down Kiyotaka. BZM has gone back to base, and he's going to come back in, and they're going to make a move for the Tinker in the mid lane. Quick cleanup on that one. Yeah. Echo Saber really early as Panther TPing up top. Whitemon, oh my god, he actually stole the shrine and he got out! What on earth? And now BZM, he's looking to find the kill. Will get the chains off onto Mira. Mira doesn't have mana for the power shot. BZM's gonna have one more sleight of fist to work with. Drops the Remnant and gets the kill. Gets out of there. Kiyotaka waiting in the mid lane, but here. Interesting choice. Really good against the Beastmaster as, bottom lane, he might end up dropping here. Mira has the power shot, the kill shot's going to be activated, it's the death of the Darkseer. But mid one did seem like he could be the one who gets taken down here, down bottom. BZM's actually coming in and the sleight of fist steering chains are going to be there. Mira could be in some trouble. No wind run available for him, drops the power shot, but again, doesn't do all that much. Kiyotaka actually going to be spotted out here on the Tinker, and the chains are going to be there. BZM Remnant forward gets a double kill. Tundra, on the other hand, they want to try and take down the Tinker. Kiyotaka actually moves forward with the Translocator because he was looking in the wrong direction, and that's going to be his step. Quick kill going over the way of Tundra. In the mid, Toronto Tokyo going to continue farming on the Beastmaster. Look to get that Pipe of Insight as back in their jungle. Mira actually caught out by the Darkseer. BZM gets the credit for that kill. Kiyotaka's here on the Tinker, but he needs more allies. He needs some help. Nightfall's going to come in and Toronto Tokyo is going to be here with the Roar. Can they take down the Darkseer? Yes, they can. They've got the damage. BZM can only do it. The Apparition would be ideal. Take him out of the fight. BZM gonna be spotted. Avalanche and Shackle Shot comes through. What is that unholy angle on the Shackle? My goodness, BZM's gonna drop because of that. Breaks their smoke, gets out of there scot-free. And Mira, he might still be able to find mid one though. I mean, despite that play coming in from Saxa, mid one could still fall. Ice Blast coming in. It does connect onto multiple heroes. But where's the follow-up? Saxa's gonna come in. Macrofire dropped by Panther to try and take down the Darkseer. But Darkseer still surviving. Panther getting turned around upon. They're gonna be able to find the kill. All while this is happening, they actually found Kiyotaka. Crystal has got that kill and now he's TP to the bottom lane. Looking for more. Sunder out onto Nightfall. Nightfall still speedy though, will be able to run away. Toronto Tokyo might not be so lucky trying to TP out. Do they have a cancel? They do not. BZM not able to make it in time with the chains, but they just have to be careful in those team fights. So for now, the smoke up coming from Aurora might actually connect onto mid one. They're gonna get the Roar off. Do they have the disable? They do. They're even gonna pop the Macrofire. The Darkseer is a tough nut to crack, but he will eventually fall. Because you are a tiny, you've got Avatars, you've got two of arguably the best spells in Dota to take team fights with, but we have to hold on to that thought because they do find BZM with the Ice Path. They try to make a move onto Kiyotaka, but Kiyotaka stays alive. Gale Force now pulling everyone back, and Panther actually might just end up dying to the illusion, surviving on a sliver of HP. Saxa goes in though on the Slug, Roar committed onto him as well. Can he get the Depth Shroud off? No, he's not. The toss will kill him off. Nightfall gets the credit for that kill, and now Kiyotaka, he's back for round number 2. Got Tinker against the Terrorblade, one of the best heroes to deal with the illusions, and looks like Tundra just gonna cut their losses short and retreat. The support's dropping so low though over on the side of Aurora. If they caught those two, that might have been a different fight. Mid one though, mid lane, gonna get caught out here. Nightfall's gonna be here, tosses him back, and well, he will find the kill. There's no way on earth you're going to be killing this Tinker now unless he's terribly out of position. Saxa will spot out the Observer Ward. Dark Pact committed. He should be able to at least get on out of here. Trying to TP out, but the Ice Path is going to be there. The Macrofire dropped as well. Yusef, they're going to keep him alive, and now Crystallis is actually here. The Ice Path is going to connect. Toronto Tokyo has fallen. Kiyotaka is going to pop the BKB. And he's gonna get the hell out of here. They're not gonna be able to stop that, but they do get the Jakiro on top. So, gonna be a 2-for-0 exchange. Saxa setting that one up perfectly. Now Kiyotaka jumping forward, laser connecting onto 2, mid one being pulled back by the Gale Force and the Rod of Atos holding him in place. Sacks up, pops the Shadow Dance, but he's gonna fall. Can't do much here. Crystal is low on HP, looking for a target to sunder, but not really finding it. Mira should fall over here though. BZM, he's got the Iron Shell, and Crystal is still holding on to the sunder for the time being. No ages for him. Eye of Skadi flying out on the courier. Solar Crest done for Whitemon. Huge set of items as they will be able to find BZM. Not too sure what happened there. Let's get the Lincoln Sphere next for some reason. And well, look at this. Aurora with the axe. They're actually going to quickly take down Rosh. Ice Blast is going to fly through, but is it going to be in time? Well, Saxa's going to jump in, try and steal the Aegis. Yules up the Tiny, and Kiyotaka is going to be able to pick up the Aegis. The banner goes the way of Saxa. Saxa still surviving with the Gale Guard. Kiyotaka will TP out. Nightfall could be in trouble though. Spotted out, caught by the change. Nice ice spots from Panto. Toronto Tokyo's here as well with the Roar looking to find the right target. He does get it on the Terrorblade, but there's no follow-up. Kiyotaka standing on the front lines, dealing with the illusions, popping the laser, but Chrysalis is going to be able to clean up the Beastmaster. And now Nightfall turning things around, trying to find mid one. They kill Kiyotaka the once, but he's coming back for round number 2. Nightfall in the meantime will clean up the Darkseer. Gonna be a 2-for-1 exchange that Aurora are gonna be quite pleased with. But Kiyotaka not just done yet. He blinks forward, he finds Whitemon. Buybacks now coming through from mid one. Chrysalis, Ice Path up, stunned up. BZM also dropping low. They're gonna get the Ember as well. Kiyotaka just putting up a clinic here on the Tinker. Will finally TP out after forcing out the buybacks. Panto with the Ice Path is gonna keep Nightfall alive. Kiyotaka actually TPs in. Chrysalis is able to, it's going to be able to clean up the Jakiro at the very least. And Kiyotaka is going to be forced to BKB TP out. Keeps his carry alive, but no! He can't stay alive. Crystal is just doing too much damage with the Demon Zeal. They're going to finish up the Hurricane Pike next. He's got a Lincoln Sphere finished up, so no Roar on him. But, oh, well, down bottom, it looks like they managed to catch up Whitemon here. Whitemon's still surviving, though. Will get the Ice Blast off on Kiyotaka. Nightfall popping the BKB, trying to get the hell out of there. Whitemon still somehow surviving with the pipe of insight, and they find Panto in turn. BZM's in, they get the kill off on Mira. Realizing that Roshan could spawn anytime, they need to be ready for this. As well, Nightfall, who does he find? It's gonna be Saxa. Saxa down for the count. Mira, can he find Chrysalis here? That could be huge. Gale Force dropped Chrysalis with the Ogre Seal Totem. Will get on out of there. There is going to be an Ice Path follow-up coming through, though. Can they actually clean up the Terrorblade? They're trying. Ice Blast comes through. Find them some time. Vacuum Wall. Can Chrysalis get the Thunder? He does. It's straight on to Nightfall. Nightfall gets cleaned up, and BZM's there as well. Godlike now on Chrysalis. So close. I think they just might. Start with the Glyph first. BZM moving forward. Drops the Nullify on top of Kiyotaka. Vacuum Wall's gonna be there. And Kiyotaka might be in some trouble. He cleaned up the Tinker. Dead for 90 seconds. Does have buyback though. And Tundra. And Nightfall. Look at this guy. All smoked up. Saxa on the front lines. He's gonna break the smoke. The Ice Path connects onto BZM, but they can't really see him. The Depth Shroud keeps him. Actually, not the Depth Shroud. He was just invis, I guess. Well, they're gonna find the Apparition to start things off, but no, this side of that shot of the pipe actually keeps him alive. Vacuum connects onto absolutely nothing. And now Toronto Tokyo, he finds the Roar on BZM. BZM gonna be stunned up, shackled as well. Can Nightfall find the kill? Yes, they can. Kiyotaka with the laser secures it. Chrysalis now popping the BKB and the Metamorphosis, trying to find some revenge, but unable to do so. And well, Kiyotaka, the threat of the Tinker, got out, so he will be safe, but again, not the outcome they were looking for on the side of Aurora. Oh, back towards the triangle. No, Toronto Tokyo got out. He's dead. 100 seconds, no buyback. The Ice Blast clipped him. Whitemon finding that kill. Arcane Blink needs a couple of 100 gold more for buyback. Should be having it with this creep wave. Yep, he does. But over to the triangle, they managed to catch out Mira here on the Wind Ranger. The Wind Ranger should be taken down. Saxa gets the credit for that kill. BZM jumping forward is going to be roared up. Macrofire now dropped onto 3 heroes, looking really pretty, but Pancho is going to pay for it with his life. And now, in the backline, Kiyotaka, the Abyssal Blade actually keeps Kiyotaka controlled up, so he cannot get the Axe Lasers off multiple times in the fight. The BKB duration now down, and Kiyotaka might be in some trouble. Moving around with that Translocator, trying to turn things around onto BZM. Teeping out will not be successful. He's dead. 120 seconds without the Tinker. He's got buyback though. Tundra probably want to force that. Potentially buyback on Kiyotaka. They found Saxa though. Nightfall gets the credit for that kill. Roshan's banner dropped and Kiyotaka will be forced to buy back. Panther gonna quickly take down the banner, but a nice roar catches out BZM on the Ember Spirit. Rapier laid down as well. Ice Blast buying him some time, but BZM's dead. That time not enough for BZM to survive. Nightfall is gonna get out of there. Kiyotaka did buy back though, and he is gonna be okay. The rest of Tundra backing away. Saxa also buying back. So, gonna be a 1-for-0 exchange. Oh, Nightfall though, he will be able to find Saxa, and that's actually going to be a dieback on the slug. BKB Ogre Seal totem out, so Tokyo sees it now. With the help of the creeps, they know that Roshan's up. Aegis cheese and a refresher shot, but before that, it seems like they've managed to catch up to Tokyo on the Beastmaster. The rod is going to be dropped. Nightfall pummeling the Darkseer with the tree. They will be able to get the Darkseer once. Instant buyback from mid-1 though, and the Ice Blast actually connects onto Nightfall. Nightfall's dead. Forced to buy back Kiyotaka with the BKB, but mid-1 with the Abyssal Blade cancels the TP. Kiyotaka is dead. No buyback on the Tinker for 120 seconds. Panther trying to TP out, gonna get caught as well. BZM gets the chains. And this might be the beginning of the end here. Crystallis even gets a double damage rune. They can go straight for the jugular here on top. Just been what won them the game. Saxa, of course, being given over some tips. Toronto Tokyo gonna jump in, but he gets the roar off on an illusion. Crystallis is gonna turn around, lay into Toronto Tokyo. Beastmaster dead. Nightfall to fall as well. GG's call. That's it. Aurora, they tap out. Well, it's gonna be game number 1 here, folks. Going over the way of Tundra. One hero, it seems. You are going to go up against a Jakira, though. So Crystallis also getting this huge creep wave over. But up top, it's actually Panther who ends up getting the first blood. They take down Saxa, but mid-1 should be able to get this return kill. The Treant should do the work if mid-1 can't. I mean, the Treant, look at this little guy. Just go for it. Well, drop the Firestorm. Kill found by mid-1. Some extra gold going in his pocket. Not gonna be too unhappy, but mid lane is where the CS difference is starting to shine through. Oh, well, looks like they do find the kill down bottom. They're able to clean up Crystallis with the rotation coming in from Panther. They also find the Crystal Maiden. Bit unexpected here, but the Jakir mid lane, BZM. It's gonna get some help coming in. Saxa making his move here, but the illusion rune can be picked up by Panther, and BZM now in trouble. Can he drop the Remnant and get out? Drops the Sleight of Fist, but he's too slow. Looks like he's not gonna have the mana for the Remnant. Kiyotaka will find the kill. He's gonna be able to take down Kiyotaka. In fact, Kiyotaka, the board is doing quite the number on BZM. Dropping a Remnant forward though. He wants to make a move for this. Kiyotaka trying to turn things around, but mid-1's there with the Firestorm. Secures the kill. BZM. Get some golden assist over for the health. He's also gonna have ways of farming in this game. BZM has to be a bit careful though, but mid-1's around. Mira comes in on the Ricky, and that's gonna be enough to get the kill. Panther gets the credit, but he dies. Whitemon wants to try and find Mira here on the Ricky, but Ricky is going to be able to get the blink out. And now, Kiyotaka, well, he's going to turn things around. He's got the Roar, the Inner Beast active as well, the damage amplification up, but the Frostbite preventing him from attacking for a little while longer. Mira drops the Smoke Cloud, and it doesn't seem like they've got the damage to take down the Underlord until the Darkseer comes in. Vacuum misses though, and now Crystallis is also here. Toronto Tokyo is going to get cleaned up as it's a one big hell of a party in the mid lane. Everyone's invited. And they're also going to be able to get Mira, who was doing something, I guess. I don't know why he was there. Well, looks like this party is going to continue forward. Mid-1 doesn't really receive an invitation, just invites himself. And well, Kiyotaka is going to fall in. I mean, with this greater Treant available, Tundra, they can actually clean up this tier 1 mid. You can see each hit of that Treant does so much damage. You actually find him. Heroes around as well. Double Iron Shell could be a bit of a problem, but the double Searing Chains comes through first. The Freezing Field's there. They take down Mira really quickly, and now Toronto Tokyo without the surge. BZM should be able to get the cleanup. Remnants forward, finds the kill. Have the damage to bring down the Ember. The Ember would have been fine. And with the tier 1 down here for the side of Aurora, it seems like Team Tundra, they're really firing on all cylinders. I mean, mid one, they're gonna make an attempt for his life, but he's got a fat wand at the ready. And look at the Searing Chains actually buying him time before Kiyotaka is able to get the cleanup. So, at the very least, BZM, he's actually gonna get the haste rune because of that little play. And now Whitemon's here on the Crystal Maiden. He's got points in the Frostbite, but the haste rune activated keeps BZM safe for now. Sacrifice committed as well by Panto to dissuade the chase, and Taka doesn't feel comfortable pushing up mid. Is going to be forced to jungle, but they're still moving forward. They want to try and do something here. Fiend's Gate now coming through from the Underlord. They gotta find Kiyotaka here. Frostbite's there, the Firestorm as well, keeping them in place for the burn. Mid one being really active on the Underlord early. Gonna quickly drop down net worth, and booyah, there it is. Chrysalis on top, mid one number 2. Okay, Panto also getting cleaned up by the Wrath of Nature, and Chrysalis gets the credit for the kill. Tundra getting really active here in this early game. As down bottom, Saxa, he's gonna get cleaned up by Mira and Toronto Tokyo, but now BZM is here on the Ember. He's gonna get the Sleight of Fist. Doesn't have... Now Nightfall's gonna have to be careful. Oh, he might just get spotted over here. He's actually going forward, but Mira is the one who catches out the Underlord first. Bit of Malice comes through though. Whitemon with the Freezing Field, going to get quickly stopped by the Primal Rock. Chrysalis is here with the Metamorphosis. Nice whack, Humon 2. Macropire dropped as well. On top of Saxa, they will take down Whitemon first though. And now Toronto Tokyo trying to run away after dropping all his spells. Underlord in the middle of enemy heroes, dropping really low. And Tundra, it's gonna be the time for them to retreat. 3v5. BZM gets the chain and the remnant out. Toronto Tokyo, not sure who surged there, but they might be able to find Sax. Aurora Phaetos comes through. Chrysalis is still around though with the Metamorphosis, and Sax actually deals some good damage with the Maelstrom, but they'll clean him up. Well, it seems like Kiyotaka has been farming alone. He dropped the roar on Chrysalis, but Chrysalis has the Sunder. I mean, Kiyotaka not believing he can find the kill, and Chrysalis turns it around him. The rest of Aurora are moving in. They're gonna get the roar off on Chrysalis. Do they have the chain stun? The smoke clouds there, the Micropire, the Ice Spot. They take down the Terrorblade at long last, but now the Fiend's Gate coming through along with the Pit of Malice. Aurora, they might be a little bit out of position here. Freezing Field actually going off. They're trying to take down Toronto Tokyo. Can they get the kill? No, Toronto Tokyo survives with a sliver of HP. And now, Nightfall. Gonna have to be careful here. BZM though comes back here for round 2. Is gonna get the kill, but Smoke Cloud drop. Kiyotaka beats him down with the Wild Axes and the Inner Beast. So 2 cores dead on the side of Tundra for the price of 1. Saxa looking to TP out as well, but Nightfall gets the Avalanche. As they find Saxa, they do get Panto in turn though. Whitemon was able to find that kill, but it does cost him his life. Mira will fall. So lots of heroes being exchanged over. As they will find BZM down bottom. Nightfall actually with the solo kill. Okay, well, I missed it folks. But this, I do not. Saxa gonna get caught out again on the Nature's Prophet. Ice Path, Smoke Cloud, Tree thrown his way. Nightfall gets the kill. Up, gates up top. BZM could be in some trouble here. He's got the SNY, so the roar doesn't last super long, but looks like Kiyotaka's gonna go in with the Nullifier, gets the kill. Probably gonna be the Shiva's Guard. There's still a minute and a half remaining on the Sages, and Kiyotaka wants to make something happen. He's gonna find the roar straight on towards mid one. Can't even get a chance to pop the pipe or the Crimson. He's just gonna go down. BZM vacuum backwards. Has to be a bit careful. Avalanche now coming in. The surge slowing him down. Whitemon in the middle with the Freezing Field as mid one buys back. Gonna try and find something here, but Kiyotaka still has the BKB, just turning around and whacking BZM with the axes. Mid one, he bought back for this. He's gonna get cleaned up. Unstoppable streak here for Kiyotaka. They're looking to find Nature's Prophet, but he gets the TP out. Die back for mid one. They might not be done yet. The toss forward. Kiyotaka. Okay, yeah, that's about enough. Mid one. And get caught in the mid lane. Nightfall. The avalanche on the toss. But if Maris will be dropped, he gets the Crimson Guard off along with the pipe, but vacuum back into the ice path and the Macrophire. Nullify now dropped on him. Mid one tries to TP out, but it's too little too late. Also got the tier 2 mid. That's going to be the last tier 2 being taken down here as Crystallis. Oh, he's going to have to be careful. He's trying to run away with the help of the Manta style, but in the boots of Bearing as Whiteborn will probably sacrifice his life to save TB if need be, but now Crystallis actually has the Sunder. Kiyotaka has to be careful. Oh, they pop the Lincoln Sphere with the Nullifier. Get the roar of the gonna take down Crystallis. Kiyotaka might fall, but he's done enough to win them this fight. Hell, Kiyotaka, he's not even gonna fall. He's still alive with the barriers. PCM with the sleight of fist tries, but it's not enough. And now Saxa, no friends, no teammates, no hope. Nightfall cleans him up with the tree. As BZM hounded here by Mira. He's got the vision. They want to try and take down this Nature's Prophet. And well, the Roar's going to come through. The Nullifier's there. Smoke Cloud as well. That's the death of the Furion. Keeps on the Primal Roar. He's going to have it up soon. Very, very shortly. They spot out BZM though. Are they going to be able to get the kill? The Ember Spirit being tossed up twice. Remnanting out to the high ground. Drops another Remnant. Oh, he's not made his way out just yet. And Mira, he will scout him out. Kiyotaka with the axes cleans him up. But again, Aurora just dictating the pace of the game around the map. Mid one trying to drop the Fiend's Gate, but he's going to be vacuumed out straight into Kiyotaka. Another kill going the way of the Beastmaster. Tundra, I think this might be time to call it. Crystallis though, again, he is in the dire triangle. He's going to get caught out here. They drop the glide, he dodged it with the Manta style, but he's got no friends coming in. Macrophire dropped on him as well. He tried to get the Sunder up, but will not succeed. The vacuum cancels it. And well, mid lane, BZM also going to get caught out. Refresher up pop by Kiyotaka to find that kill. Energy booster on it. Thankfully, Whitemon still has buyback, but again, if he won this fight, that would mean he would have gotten the Aether Lens. Saxa TP's in. Oh, but instant catch coming through from Nightfall. Crystallis now buying back. Fiend's Gate coming in, but Saxa is dead. Now he's going to buy back as well. Roar coming through on top of mid one. Mid one got out by the Roar and the Macrophire. He's dead. Does have buyback though. And Aurora, they're only going to back off. Crystallis committed his buyback. Oh, Nightfall, he's not done yet. He wants to find more. He takes down Saxa the second time. A dieback on the Nature's Prophet. Crystallis pops the Metamorphosis, BZM jumping forward, trying to find someone. Will get Panto with the change, but Panto dispels it off with the Lotus Orb, and now Toronto Tokyo running away. Nightfall jumping back in. They want to try and take down the TV. They will succeed. Crystallis dead for 2 minutes. No buyback. Kiyotaka cleans up the backlines. Tundra are done. Nightfall gets a rampage. What supposed to do with this draft on Tundra? With him Scepter first, and before. And Panto on the Jakiro just rolling out a lot of harass down bottom. They do take down Crystallis. Healing back up to full, just gonna look to get some damage going. Nightfall might actually be in some trouble here. Vacuum popped by mid one. He doesn't have the surge, and now Nightfall might be able to find the kill. They get the Phantom Strike off though, but mid one somehow jukes and stays alive. Panto looking to find Liquid Fire on the Darkseer, but is not going to succeed. The 2 Iron Shells ticking them down, and my goodness. Nightfall could end up falling here. Phantom Strike ready, but no vision whatsoever. He will die as well. Not too sure what he's looking to do, but I imagine might be trying to find the PA a second time as Panto just TP's in, and he's already starting to drop really, really low. And yeah, well, Whitemon is going to come in with the March. Along with the laser, they get the kill. Now Mira TPing in, looking for some revenge. Should be able to find Saxa. Shards trap up the Night Stalker. Nightfall gets the kill. But again, you can see Crystallis, he sees that the Vanguard's finished up. Decides against it. Back towards the triangle though. Kiyotaka did get the DD rune. He's trying to take down Whitemon, who's dropping really low. He will be able to get the cleanup, but now BZM slowing Kiyotaka with the help of the boars. Kiyotaka wants to kill off the board, but he can't really do so, and looks like he's gonna fall here. BZM getting the shell on Saxa. Level 4 on the Night Stalker. Sax has been having a blast on this Night Stalker. 2, 1, and 3. Getting those early levels. Panto trying to throw out some harass, but they're gonna get Sax up top here with the level 6 coming in from Nightwalk. With Coup de Grace online. Mid one pops the wand. Is he gonna fall? No. He's gonna live through this. Stampede comes through though, and that should be enough to help them get the kill on mid one. Kiyotaka comes in. Shield crashes there. BZM is more than happy to have his farm take a backseat if it means more map control. While up top, Saxa is gonna fall. Mira still hanging around on the Tusk. Will help him find the kill. Mid one. He's chilling in the jungle for now. Looking to finish up the Crimson Guard. So they will get the bottom tier 1. Should have it by the 13-minute or 14-minute mark. As up top, Saxa gonna get caught out again by Mira, but this time around BZM's there with the rod. They're gonna find the kill, and now mid one coming through as well with the help of the wall. TP available for Nightfall, but the vacuum does not connect, so now Nightfall can get out of here if need be. But Kiyotaka's here, he's got the Rolling Thunder. If you really want to try and find the life stealer, well, they're gonna try and get started. Infest, available from Crystallis, will pop it. Might just be able to survive through this. He's running away. Nightfall, he's gonna finally pop the dagger, get him out of the creep. But his range is coming back up. He's got the stick, but unfortunately no allies coming through here. Whitemon also comes in and ends up forfeiting his life. As Aurora, they're gonna find two. The BZM, it's all in his service. He's trying to pressure the mid-tier 1. Get that Aghanim Scepter up. Kiyotaka, though, comes in, swipes away the 2 boars. Oh, but no, BZM, he actually got a bit greedy. He tried to go for the tower by himself, and well, quick punish from Panto. It's gonna be the death of the Beastmaster, and yeah, I mean, he was closing in on another axe component, but now he's gonna be set behind 200 gold. Kiyotaka, the side of Team Tundra, have got enough space on the map. As up top, Kiyotaka makes a move, but Mira's gonna be there with the snowball and the ice shots. Nice ice path coming through from Panto. Stops mid one in his tracks, and well, 4 heroes here from the side of Aurora. They will find Saxa. Now looking to back off. As Whitemon and BZM come in. Good job by Aurora at recognizing that, because their lineup is slow, so getting that item means that they get to come online a bit faster and make some moves. As top lane, Toronto Tokyo. Very, very tanky on the center. This might not be the right hero to go for, but they clip him. And oh no! No! The tendrils of the team, they cancelled Toronto Tokyo's TP. He's clipped there for another 70 seconds. But they're gonna make a move onto mid one anyway. They should be able to find the kill. Mid one drops the wall. Crimson Guard keeping him alive. And well, he's gonna be surprised by the Centaur still being there with the hoof stomp. Toronto Tokyo gets the and put a stop to this, but they've cleaned up the Tormentor really quickly. Can they at least find some revenge kills? Saxa going in on the Night Stalker. No Darkseer here, but BZM, he's got the Aghanim Scepter, he's got the Rod. Nightfall dropping really, really low. Will he fall? He will finally go down as BZM turns his attention over to the supports. Crystallis is here as well, and he's gonna clean up Kiyotaka. They're gonna find 2 here, 3 actually on the side of Tundra. As Panther goes down to the neutrals, and Tusk will be cleaned up by mid 1. So it also goes down. In fact, Toronto Tokyo could also be falling here. BZM has been surged up. Oh, but looks like he's too tanky, so they're not gonna dive him. Mira spotted out BZM. BZM does not have the primal roar for another 10 seconds. He's gonna need help coming in from mid 1, and the Crimson Guard's gonna give him just that. The ability to stay alive. Whitemon here as well with the Holy Locket, dropping the March of the Machines, the defense matrix, but Kiyotaka's here with the Diffusal Blade. Holy Locket given over to him, and well, they actually get the roar off on the Pangolier, who's still somehow rolling, will finally be taken out of it. Huge shield for him though. Can they burn through it? Shards coming in from Mira, but they're not on the money. The Pangolier goes down, and now Panther gonna be next on the Jakiro. Crystallis with the double kill, and Tundra again just able to find so much here. Gonna try and find something here. Panther has to be a bit careful. He bent on the board, pressed all of his spells. Snowball coming through from Mira, buying himself some time, looking to TP out, but the vacuum's gonna be there to cancel the TP. And now BZM coming in from the backline will be able to take down the Jakiro. And just for those of you who don't know, Warplay, it basically knocks you back roots you in place for 3 seconds and reduces your cast range and attack range. But mid lane, they managed to catch out the Pangolier with Aurora. He's gonna be dead with the crippling fear from Saxa. PZM gets the kill. Loses the range racks here at the very least, potentially more. They don't have Stampede anymore either, so yeah, I mean, they could lose so much here. Chrysalis, good rage though, dodges out the Hoof Stomp, trying to turn on to Toronto Tokyo. Do they have the damage? No, Toronto Tokyo a bit too tanky, and well, that's going to be the mid-wave cut, but the backdoor protection is broken. I imagine a creep came in. Infest is there though, out onto mid one. He's going to be surging the Beastmaster away, even dropping the wall, but Kiyotaka bumps him with the Rolling Thunder. They also find Saxa, but Saxa with the Ghost Scepter, going to stay alive for now. Nice ice path by Panto, catches out the Night Stalker, they clean him up. Chrysalis pops out of the Darkseer with the Infest, trying to turn towards Toronto Tokyo, but a good snowball save coming in from Mira, buying time against the Rage. But they don't feel that confident taking this fight, and now BZM's here with the Primal Roar. They managed to catch out Nightfall. Nightfall dropping low, but he will get the Phantom Strike back. No one really dying from either side just yet. Only now Toronto Tokyo is gonna fall. Mira dropping really low as well on the Tusk. He'll make it out by walking in a different direction. But I don't know a lot of carries who would do that, but he is one of them. Complete disregard for his own life, but for good reason too. This game don't really have the strongest of initiations as well. They do manage to jump into the backline. They take down the Night Stalker to start things off here. So Aurora, they are going to have a good fight, but the Tinker is a different affair. They're not going to get on top of Whitemon. Whitemon pops the Ghost Scepter. The Centaur gets out, but Kiyotaka now might be in trouble in the backlines all alone by himself. Roared up, Wafflet, pipe of insight there, but it's not enough. And while all of this was happening, Chrysalis continues to hammer away at the racks. Backing him up. He's not afraid whatsoever. You've got status resistance. You've got a damage barrier as, oh, the TP's coming through. Nightfall though. Oh, quick blink away by Whitemon. He actually stays alive, so they don't get on top of the Tinker. But a nice ice path followed up with the macro fire from Panto, but there's the damage. It's nowhere to be found. Whitemon just healing them up with the March of the Machines. Absolutely disgusting stuff coming in from him. That's going to be a Shiva's Guard picked up for mid one. BZM still has got the Aegis. 2 minutes remaining on it as Mira buys back. Nightfall jumps in at the back line straight onto the Tinker. They will clean him up. Whitemon dead. But it's instantly going to buy back as Chrysalis cleaning up the front lines. He's taking down Mira. It's going to be a dieback for the Tusk. Nightfall now trying to stand his ground and fight, but it's not going to be too successful in doing so. Kiyotaka out of the Rolling Thunder rolls up, tries to get back, but in the meantime, they've taken down the Centaur. Toronto Tokyo dead, and this is the last set of racks standing here. This could be elimination for the side of Aurora as they lose the Jakiro as well. Buyback now coming through from Panto. Only one rack standing up. It's a top many racks, and Nightfall has been got. Down for the count, 80 seconds, no buyback. Tip comes out from Chrysalis. GG's get dropped. Aurora, they tap out. And Tundra will move on to the tournament despite having a stand-in.